This video is intended for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. Thumbnails are created to catch attention and may not accurately represent the actual content of the video. The content presented includes opinions and information gathered from public sources, community discussions, and personal research. We do not claim full accuracy. Please verify all information independently before making any decisions. This video does not intend to target, defame, or disrespect any individual, group, or organization. I am not a licensed emergency management professional, financial advisor, or survival expert. Always do your own research and consult qualified experts before making major preparedness or financial decisions. The views expressed here are my own and do not constitute professional advice of any kind. This content is meant to spark thoughtful reflection and discussion, not to cause fear or tell you what is right or wrong. Please watch with an open mind. Thank you for being here and for being part of our prepping family. Can I ask you something honest? What made you click on this video today? Maybe you saw something at the grocery store that unsettled you. Maybe prices hit a number that stopped you in your tracks. Maybe someone you trust told you to start paying attention. Maybe you've just had this quiet feeling for a while that something is off and you're finally ready to do something about it. Whatever brought you here, I want you to know something important. You are not late. You are not behind. And you are absolutely not crazy for wanting to be more prepared. In fact, the fact that you're here watching this video, asking these questions, puts you ahead of most people who will wait until a crisis forces their hand. Today, I'm going to give you everything you need to start prepping this week. No overwhelm, no extremes, no judgment. Just calm, practical steps that any family can take, starting right now. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Let me tell you what prepping actually is and what it isn't. Prepping is not about believing the world is ending. It's not about building underground bunkers or stockpiling weapons or living in fear. Prepping is about something much simpler and much more universal. The decision to take responsibility for your family's resilience before you're forced to. Every generation before ours understood this instinctively. Your grandparents had a root cellar. Your great-grandparents canned food every fall. Farmers have always understood that a bad season could come, and they prepared for it. Somewhere in the last 50 years of abundance and convenience, we forgot that simple wisdom. Prepping is just remembering it. And in 2026, with supply chains still fragile, grocery prices still rising, extreme weather becoming more frequent, and the global situation more uncertain than it's been in decades. Remembering it has never been more important. Every solid preparedness plan is built on 5 pillars. You don't need to have all 5 fully built to start, but you need to understand all 5 so you're building in the right direction. Pillar 1, food. A supply of shelf-stable food that can sustain your household for at least 30 days with a goal of 90 days or more. Pillar 2, water. A stored supply plus purification capability at minimum 72 hours, realistically 30 days. Pillar 3, power and heat. The ability to cook, stay warm, and maintain basic function without grid power. Pillar 4, medical first aid supplies, prescription medication buffers, and basic healthcare knowledge. Pillar 5, community, the relationships with neighbors and trusted people that multiply the effectiveness of everything else. Today we're going to focus on getting you started on all 5, with the most important steps first. Your first 72 hours, the foundation. Before you think about 30 days or 90 days, let's start with 72 hours. FEMA recommends every household have a minimum of 72 hours of emergency supplies. This is the starting point, not the finish line, but the first real step. For 72 hours, you need Water, 1 gallon per person per day for a family of 4, 12 gallons. Buy 3 4-gallon water containers and fill them. Done. Food, 3 days of non-perishable food your family will actually eat. Canned soups, crackers, peanut butter, canned fruit, granola bars. No cooking required if possible. Flashlights and batteries. At least 2 flashlights with spare batteries. A battery-powered or hand-crank radio. First aid kit. A basic kit from any pharmacy. Know where it is and how to use it. Documents. Copies of important documents in a waterproof bag. IDs. Insurance cards, prescription information, emergency contacts. That's your 72-hour kit. It takes 1 afternoon to assemble and 1 shopping trip to stock. Do it this week. Building to 30 days. The next step. Once your 72-hour foundation is in place, start building toward 30 days. The method is simple. Buy a little extra every time you shop. On your next grocery run, add these items to your cart beyond your regular shopping. A large bag of white rice, a bag of dried beans or lentils, 4 cans of protein, tuna, chicken, or beans, 2 jars of peanut butter, a bottle of cooking oil, 4 cans of vegetables, a container of oats. That single extra purchase, probably $30 to $40, is the beginning of your 30-day food supply. Do this every week. Don't try to build everything at once. Steady, consistent adding is how a real pantry gets built without financial stress. The beginner's gear list, what you actually need. New preppers often make the mistake of buying expensive gear before they've covered the basics. Here's the gear that actually matters for beginners. In priority order, a manual can opener. Sounds obvious. Most people don't have one that actually works. A water filtration device, a basic gravity filter or portable filter bottle. One of the best $30 to $50 investments in preparedness. A propane camp stove and fuel canisters. The ability to cook without power, essential. A battery-powered or hand-crank emergency radio, your information source when internet and cell service are down. Candles or battery-powered lanterns. At least 72 hours of lighting. A basic first aid kit. A quality pre-assembled kit or one you build yourself. Cash and small bills. When electronic payment systems go down, cash is king. That's it. Everything on that list combined costs under $150. You don't need more to start. You need to start. The most common beginner mistakes. Let me save you from the mistakes I see new preppers make most often. Mistake 1, and buying what you don't eat. If you stock food you've never cooked and your family doesn't like, it won't be there when you need it, or it will be there and go uneaten. Stock what you know. Mistake 2, ignoring water. Most beginners focus entirely on food and forget that water is more immediately critical. 3 days without water is life-threatening. 3 days without food is uncomfortable. Mistake 3, buying everything at once. One large purchase is financially stressful and often leads to buying wrong. Small, consistent additions are far more effective. Mistake 4, not rotating. A pantry that isn't rotated is a pantry full of expired food. Use your oldest items first. Replace what you use. Mistake 5, telling everyone. This is one the experienced prepper community talks about quietly. Your preparedness is for your family. Sharing it widely before a crisis invites people who haven't prepared to make demands on your supply when things get difficult. Build quietly. Be generous carefully. Here's the thing about prepping that nobody in the mainstream quite understands. It doesn't make you more fearful. It makes you less fearful. The anxiety most people feel about prices, storms, job losses, and supply chain news. That anxiety comes from helplessness. From knowing that your family's security depends entirely on systems you don't control. Every shelf of food you add to your pantry reduces that helplessness. Every gallon of water you store closes that vulnerability. Every piece of preparation you make shifts the balance from dependency to resilience. Preppers aren't scared people. They're calm people because they've done the work. That calm, that quiet confidence that your family will be okay is what this whole channel is about. Your first month action plan. Here's your simple 4-week plan to go from zero to a solid preparedness foundation. Week 1, assemble your 72-hour kit. Water, food, flashlights, first aid, documents. Week 2, first pantry add-on. Rice, beans, canned protein, peanut butter, cooking oil. Week 3, basic gear, camp stove and fuel, emergency radio, water filter. Week 4, second pantry add-on. Canned vegetables, pasta, oats, condiments, spices. By the end of month 1, you have a 72-hour kit, the beginning of a real food pantry, the ability to cook without power, and an information source that works without internet. That's not extreme, that's smart. And it took 4 weeks and roughly $150 to $200 total. If you've made it to this point in the video, I want you to do one thing before you close this screen. Write down 3 items you're going to add to your next grocery order. Just 3. It could be a bag of rice, 2 cans of beans, and a jar of peanut butter. That's less than $10. That simple act, writing it down, committing to it, is the difference between watching videos about prepping and actually doing it. The hardest step in preparedness is always the first one. Every prepper you've ever admired started exactly where you are right now, with nothing and a decision to begin. Make that decision today. I started this channel because I believe in something simple. I believe that every family deserves to feel secure. Every parent deserves to know that if something goes wrong, a storm, a job loss, a supply chain disruption, a power outage, their children will be fed, their household will function, they will be okay. That security doesn't come from the government. It doesn't come from a grocery store. It comes from you, from the quiet, consistent work of building resilience one shelf at a time. You found this channel for a reason. You're asking the right questions at the right time. Now go take that first step. Stay safe. Keep prepping. And I'll see you in the next video.